Hi everybody, I just wanted to make a video about my first appointment with physical therapy. And the last time I went to the neurologist in Seattle, he recommended that I go to physical therapy to help with my balance and coordination and a couple of those type of aspects that I've been struggling with when it comes to MS, and also I should include the back pain that I have. And so I went to physical therapy today. I just got back a little bit ago from it, and the analysis that the physical therapist did when I first got there was much like the tests and exams that I did with every doctor before to try and figure out or get an evaluation of how my balance and my coordination is. And so there's a lot of me standing and lifting one foot and standing on my toes and on my heels and with my eyes open and closed. And one thing that I noticed is that my sense of balance with my eyes closed is like non-existent. Like I could be, for example, one of the exercises I did was stand with my feet right next to each other, and I was just standing straight up and down, feet together, eyes open, which was somewhat shaky for me to be able to just stand there like that. But as soon as I closed my eyes, like I couldn't do it, like fell over. Like not all the way to the ground obviously, but I had to catch myself because I just couldn't do it. As soon as my eyes closed, it was just like I had no sense of balance and no sense of really anything. And so the physical therapist talked about, you know, with MS, your myelins being attacked and the signals from the brain aren't getting to the body parts that they need to get to, and vice versa. So my feet and toes are feeling things and trying to send a signal to my brain, and it's getting disrupted that direction, or it's getting disrupted from my brain going to my toes. So the idea of physical therapy is to give your brain a workout, really. So you're working out your body, but you're also working out your brain to help it get better at sending those signals, or finding a way to get those signals through, or sending the signals a different way to different muscles to compensate for the imbalance, and to help with the miscommunication that's going on with my central nervous system right now. And so I did a bunch of exercises to help with that, but also with my back also. So I've got some back pain. So the other thing that you want to do when it comes to balance issues is, you know, make your legs strong, retrain your brain, but you also want to have a strong core. And so my core isn't all that great, and I've got some back pain, which is why I don't want to move a whole lot, but I've got some pretty good exercises from the physical therapist to help with that, stretch me out, make my core stronger. Very easy exercises, but you know, doing them there at the physical therapy office, like they are effective. Like I got wore out doing these little seemingly easy exercises. We did a bunch of those types of exercises. We did this one machine that was hooked to, it was like a balance board that was hooked to a computer, and it gave us kind of a baseline of how my balance was. And it really reminded me a lot of the Wii Fit. If you guys have ever played Wii Fit, there's like a balance board that you play all these games on. And so it was like that. I ended up playing like some games where I had to like lean a certain direction to get this person into a box. And so that was kind of cool and fun. And then it was able to give us, you know, a baseline of how my balance is. And actually, based on that program, it wasn't all that bad, except for when my eyes were closed and when I had to make slow and precise movements. If I had to make quick movements, it was pretty okay, but if I had to, you know, make slow and deliberate movements, not so balanced. And then so they were all like, the whole thing was like mentally tough for me, or psychologically tough, I guess I should say. And along with being, physically demanding, which is funny to say because I'm thinking back on all the exercises and they're like, oh, lift your leg and like balance on this foot or arch your back, or they're not really like tough exercises, but they were for me. And so my legs are like tired just from the hour workout of doing these little exercises. But the toughest one for me was the treadmill. And the hardest part about it is that I haven't been on a treadmill in 2 years. And that was, back when this first all started, when I decided that I was going to train for a marathon, and I got on the treadmill and started having drop foot and stopping running and then taking a break and going back out on the treadmill and having drop foot. And so I haven't been on the treadmill in 2 years, not even to walk or do anything. And so getting up on that treadmill was tough for me because it brought back all of the same feelings and all the same excitement of training for another marathon. And if you're a runner, you'll understand that. It's so, it really is exciting. It's really a fun challenge for yourself to go, okay, so this last marathon I ran, I got this time. I'm going to try this training program. I'm going to do this different. I'm going to eat this and do all these sorts of different things differently. And you lay out this plan and then you execute it, and then doing all of that and getting the results is really cool. And I don't know really how to explain it. But it's like setting a really big goal and being able to accomplish it, and setting a new goal and shooting to go for it. And so I get up on this treadmill, and all that same excitement of training for a new marathon came right back to me. And I thought about, the last marathon that I ran, and all I was going to do on this treadmill was walk. And I couldn't do it. Like, I could walk, but I couldn't walk well. Like the two bars that they have on either side, I had to use them often, and that was really hard, because if I were to set one big goal for myself, it would be to run one more marathon. And when you can't even walk on a treadmill, it's hard to imagine that you're ever going to be able to run a mile, let alone a marathon. And so it's like this double-edged sword, physical therapy, because I know it's the beginning and I know that I'm going to get better at things, but it's really hard to look at yourself and see how bad it really is, and see how much you're really up against. And like I said, I know I'm going to get better, and I know that these exercises are going to help, but right now I feel like I'm facing a Goliath, and it's hard to believe that when all is said and done, I'm going to be the one standing between me and him. And I'll keep filming these things and try and keep this part of the story up to date, so that we can track and see how well physical therapy is going, if it is helping, and if I need to make changes there, and whatever else I may need to add or subtract from this regimen that I've got to put myself on to feeling better. I thank everybody for watching and following or subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate it. It's been pretty cool to see the feedback and to see the response that we're getting from everybody. So we thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you tune into the next video.